Oh man. What's up, guys? If you guys happened to see on Discord, on the HTM Discord, I got off work like maybe 45 minutes ago, and I live in one of the worst traffic areas around. I got home like maybe 5, 6 minutes ago. Thank God for two things: a turbocharger in my car and solid state drives, because I was able to get my computer fired up and ready to go in a real damn hurry. And I quickly changed because it's like almost 100 degrees here today. So I'm starving. Nothing I'm going to be able to do about it for a little bit. So there's just that. It's hot as hell. I started my day. Oh God, I built. You guys haven't seen on Discord. Some of you guys may not. Now, this morning I finished up the Cobra head. Oh, let's get the keyboard out of here. Finish up the Cobra head for the Fan Home Enterprise this morning, and that was the central focus up. Come on now, come on. There we go. That was the central power mod. So this is going to be one power line running through the entire ship, and then go ahead and show it on camera here real fast. I also finished. This is the stock battery box for the neck, by the way. I'm going to continue to use it because it has a power switch. But other than like maybe a couple of hot spots, and by a hot spot, I mean that thing is brighter than the surface of the sun right there, but we're going to be okay. But overall, the mod turned out perfectly. A couple of my docking, like the clamps for when the saucer comes in, are a little stuck, so I may need to do a little bit of work on that. But yeah, so I finished that this morning. So I started building a model at like 6:15 this morning, and then quickly went to work and got absolutely hammered there. And yeah, and then I sped home, and here I am. Let me go through the comments here in just a quick second. Yeah, I'm just kind of like, oh my God, I can't believe I actually made it on time. So, Todd is not here right now. He may be busy with other things. I never ask Todd to produce for me. He will often volunteer his time to do so. So I'm well known to just keep talking and talking and talking and talking. So yeah, no worries there on that front. But yeah, so Todd may or may not stop by. He may hop into the comments, but otherwise, yeah. So let's go ahead and take a look. Hello, Ken. Welcome. Really appreciate. I just got keep having to say it, man. I really appreciate all you do for me, my friend. I really do appreciate it. Hello, Don. Welcome. Donnie is here. What's up, Donnie? Not working crazy work shifts right now. Nice. Hey, Chase, welcome. Everyone's saying hi to each other. Eric, it is the final countdown. Todd put that together for me because, of course, he did. And I really do appreciate that intro. I use that music as well for some of my like final shots on models and when I'm doing my little photo outro and stuff. So it was just one of those things where I sent Todd that song. It was one of the free songs on YouTube, and he then did his thing. And the intro is great. I love it. Everything that Todd does is pretty much amazing. He's the Todd father. And let's see, anybody else pop in? Hey, Paul, welcome. Evening, good morning, everybody. Thank you. Everyone's saying hi to each other. Ken says, can't forget to get some of these started up here so I know where everyone was at. I would say if he's hungry, someone order a man a pizza. But so the reason I was at work late today, and the reason we're starting the stream late today, we had I don't even know how many pizzas I made today. I think I probably made around 135 pizzas this morning and afternoon. I don't want to look at another damn pizza. I can smell pizza right now, and it's on me. I stink, and oh god, it's awful. I've seriously considered like creating a channel and calling it just Feeding Microsoft, because that's all it was. I had to leave. We had a 3:00 order today, and it was 42 large pizzas, and I think it was like 18 salads and like 64 wings, something like that. So it took a little while to cook and get all that done. So I'm surprised I made it without getting a ticket. Thanks, Donnie. I really do appreciate that. Like I said, if there was a couple things, and this video will be out tomorrow. There is now a gap that has appeared since I've redone this. I'm kind of curious. It wasn't there before, and it is now. And then there's just a couple of hot spots with the lights. But like I said, overall, I'm not sad about it. I will figure out a justification for it. I'll come up with some story, but this is a big accomplishment. This is my own mod. I created this one on my own, so it's gonna be pretty cool. And then the central power mod, Todd and I are gonna be working on creating a final diagram. What I'm gonna do is basically send him my measurements for this, because what he has that's going to be buried deep in the messages right now with Todd. But what he has is he's got a central power mod that basically, because the Enterprise, like the Cobra head itself, runs on a battery pack. This battery pack. The Saucer runs, I believe, on 2 battery packs. The engineering section runs on a battery pack. The nacelles, each one of them runs on a coin cell battery. You have to turn all of that on. And speaking of Todd, there he is. So I'll go ahead and add him to the stage. Hi, Todd.
Ugh. What's up?
Sounds like you're just waking up from a nap.
No, I was busy editing U96 pictures. I had an alarm even set to let me know, and then I got the alarm went off 10 minutes early, and then I spent more time working on pictures.
I mean, dude, I barely made it on time, so it was. I had to crash out of work real fast to get here, so it's kind of
Your work is not close to your house either, so.
No, it's not. It takes about. So I am with no traffic about 18 minutes from work. With traffic, it can be up to an hour. I got home in about 42 minutes, and that's only because I was basically just a total asshole on the way home. So, but so I was just saying, for this, Todd you have the the diagram for it. What I'm doing is keeping actual notes, and because that's just a theoretical, like one that was just based on his measurements, based on what he knows for the model. And so also what I'm going to be doing, Todd, is kind of like putting this together like as a this might be helpful for someone if we were to include this maybe on your build as like a part of like I think stage 26 is the first one that you start dealing with the battery pack and stuff like that. So, anyway, someone wanted to talk to you about later, but I was just kind of thinking about putting together some notes for you so that you can incorporate it into your build if you wanted to. So, yeah, so that was done. And the only thing that's a little funny right now is I think some wires got pressed down right here on top of the clamps. What purpose do these actually serve? Are these aesthetic or do they actually work for something?
No, they do hold the rest of the ship on the saucer on.
Okay, so is there like a magnetic piece that like grabs them and pulls them up, or how does that mechanism actually work?
You and your lucky little fingertips.
Me and my lucky little fingertips.
Yeah, you should be able to turn that upside down, and those things should fall out.
Oh yeah, well, two of these are a little jammied there.
Well, it's not so much that they go down; it's more that they need to go up. They only go down if you're going to have them separated and you want to display it separated.
Got it.
It's more important that they come up because there's little plastic clamps that go underneath them to hold them up, and then it slides into notches on the saucer. It's a very strong attachment too.
Okay, I was very curious about that. So, all right, sweet. Well, those work. I'm not gonna have to worry about that too much. And like I said, I was kind of working through, and then that.
No, I caught up. Did this and this and this and yeah.
We're good.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So that's just kind of what I started out my day with, and then it was stupid busy at work today, so barely got home on time. So yeah, I think. Oh man, I want to use these Omnifixos, and so
you should make more harness.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do? Well, I wanted to.
You should make the connection that goes from the neck plug all the way up into the saucer PCB.
I can do that. I can do that one, yeah. And I was also thinking about creating the wires for the Razor Crest, which is going to be what I'm going to be doing for an episode this weekend. So,
how many PCBs do you have in your saucer?
Just one right now.
Just the one? Okay.
Yeah, I do have the second PCB, and I think it's going to be. I think that's stage 46, which is coming up here soon.
Because you can plug the battery pack either this cord. So there's two battery packs that end up in the saucer. They plug into PCB 1 and PCB 3, and that's basically just to give it extra power so the wires, the lights last longer. It's the same 4.5 volts. It's just they power both sides.
Okay.
So you can basically wire it to plug into the first PCB, or you can wire it to plug into the third PCB.
Okay.
But if you don't have the third, then you might as well wire it for the first.
Yeah. Okay.
A little spare wire inside that spaghetti bowl is not going to make much difference.
Right, exactly. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and take a look. So that's case. So how do Ian mentioned something the other day in Discord, and he was saying about voltage drop off. Are we gonna have to worry about that here?
No, I don't think so.
No,
because you got first of all you got pre-wired plugs, right? Yeah, so they know that if you're running a 28 gauge wire, then that they need 28 gauge pins.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. All right. Sweet. Let me grab some wire and get started.
Say hi, Buck.
Here. Hi, Buck.
There you go.
Thanks for stopping by, Buck. Appreciate that. You get to the bottom of the chat here so I can kind of see what's going on too. Nice. Buck says, "Oh no, Jordan's talking to himself."
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, I do that plenty. Don't you worry about that. I'm my only friend. Okay, so let me.
Well, you were for like 11 minutes.
Yeah, something like that. So
all by yourself.
I mean, once again, I have the gift of being able to talk incessantly. So it worked.
Oh, you put
up Discord,
and you put a capital TH in your title.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, you can fix it inside StreamYards after the stream.
Yep.
Or I can duck out and fix it now.
Sure.
Oh, I wonder if I could open the StreamYards in another window. Watch this.
Just going back through all the memes from last night.
Edit. Duh.
Okay, perfect. So 23 and 18. All right. Easy peasy. So I did
Oh.
not while it's live.
Nope.
Okay.
You have to fix it after.
That's fine. That's fine. So I didn't wind up. I thought I got the 30 centimeter. I only got the 20 centimeter JST connectors. Still worked out just fine though. Let's see here. I think I want to go ahead and just create.
Well, seriously though, if you already have a connector coming out your neck, right? Or you have a connector that's going to come out the top of your neck.
Yeah,
that's going to be what, a female or something? Well, you're going to end up putting a male and a female together, aren't you? Or no? You're going to end up putting two plugs together, so it's going to be 40 millimeters.
Yep, exactly. Which is
It'll be
basically
plenty long.
Which is what we need right there.
Mm-hmm.
So perfect. Yeah, I taped the. I think it was the male end to. We're gonna switch the.
I gave you a little diagram. It really doesn't matter as long as exactly. they made up is all that matters.
Exactly.
All right, and sweet. all the battery plugs are male.
That's right.
Which I got. Chloe gave me a stern talking to because I kept telling her male and female because I was always told that the male side has the pins, and the female side has the holes. But those plugs, because it's a plug goes into another plug. The male part is the plug that inserts.
Mm-hmm.
The other side is basically a socket end, even if it has the pins. I'm like, okay.
Yep. And what they gave me for the female, or I guess the male end, I guess it would be this one. They just gave me these connectors, so it works.
No, those are the sockets, right?
Yep.
That's the female end.
Yes. Although technically this is the male end.
Well, it has the pins, but since the plug goes into that, it's the female.
The female end, exactly.
Mm-hmm. That's because I was always told, like Molex connectors and everything like that, the side with the pins is male. The outlet, right. You plug a plug into the outlet in the wall, the outlet's the female. But I guess when it comes to encased connectors, it's reversed, which is weird, but okay.
It is weird, but sure.
Because all the sockets on the PCB are female, so.
Buck says a connector coming out of your neck sounds like a Frankenstein monster. I'll show you real quick. I haven't seen it. What I did was I taped the JST connector to the inside of the battle bridge here. Yeah. So there it is.
So that's never going to stay there. So what I would do is like I did on mine is, do you have just a little piece of wire?
Little piece of wire.
Yeah, like fishing line or just a piece of wire, like that white wire I see sitting over there to your left.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, is what I did is I actually glued a piece of that wire to the top of the saucer underneath the battle section, and then glued the other end to the plug, so I could drop the plug down inside and still be able to fish it out. And it wouldn't affect the way that the so right between the magnets on the top of the saucer, or the top of the neck, right? Yep. So I glued one dead end of a piece of thin wire right there, just super glued it, right? Then I glued the other end to the plug that comes out.
Oh, I see. So it can actually dangle down.
Yes,
inside.
It just dangles down inside, and that way I could fish it out anytime I needed it, and I never lost it, because the last thing you want to do is have it disappear down inside there and never see it again. And if you use electrical tape, that is going to fail.
That's just what happened right there. So
yeah.
Also, as well, one of the batteries just came off the inside there.
The magnets.
Yeah, or excuse me, magnets.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to keep it connected together, your ship, and never pull it apart, you just put that in storage. You'll never use it again.
Yeah.
Because that's just a. The battle bridge has to come off when you connect the two. So.
Yep. All right, so let's take a spot of CA. Tweezers. Eric, I'm not going to stick my hand to this. Thank you.
Put it at the very end of the wire. That way, it
like
has less chance of affecting how the battle bridge does sit down there, just in case you do put it on.
Yep.
Blow on it now. Let it dry. Eric says,
blowing.
"Go, Jordan. You got this." So CA cures by moisture, so breathe on it. Deep, heavy breaths, that wet breath. Come on. You don't want to blow on it. You want to give it the yes. It's the moisture in the air that makes it cure.
Oh my God. That actually worked.
Yeah. Now just glue the other end, like somewhere near the plug onto the wires or something, and
it's like right here or something like that.
Yeah, I put it right up next to the plug if you want to.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just anywhere that you can get the wires close together, and you can glue them all 3 wires together, just at the very end.
That works.
And that way you have a tether. You'll never lose that plug again.
Great. I was worried about that. And guys, I get to breathe on this again.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous.
Yep.
You guys come here for this too.
Yeah, this is it.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
Nope. I didn't.
Not enough moisture. Give it that deep breath.
I'll bring it up to my mouth.
There you go. When you pretend like you're trying to fog up a window, man. That moisture makes the moisture in your breath will make CA crystallize extremely fast.
That is insane.
Mm-hmm. You know, people blow on it, and blowing on it is done on the moisture, right? Because blowing on it's not the same. But if you give it a nice deep breath, boop, boop. Yes, Buck, perfect. We're getting very obscene right now. And if that wire is thin enough, you should be able to drop that little battle bridge back on top.
Let's go and see.
I didn't really care so much about that stupid thing.
Jesus. So. Well, yeah. I mean, in the end, it's not.
Glue that back on. No. Leave it on. Leave it on the other magnet so it aligns correctly. Put glue in the hole. Put the battle bridge on. Yep.
God damn.
Jordan's just falling apart today, isn't he?
Guys, I literally showed up like. Yeah, I usually pop into StreamYards like fashionably late, but I actually like popped into my house fashionably late too. So there we go. Yep, that fits nicely.
See?
Perfect. All right, we'll let that sit for a second. But not together just in case there's a problem.
Well, you glue the magnet in, let it sit there, not gonna hurt anything.
Oh yeah.
Let it glue itself to the magnet. There you go.
All right, sweet. So enough of that for the second. Let's go ahead and start wiring up some stuff. So from what I'm going to need to do first is create.
You got it, Buck. Breathe on it.
Breathe on it. Deep, strong, long, wrong.
Late night in the space dock.
That's right. All right, so I'm going to grab my first length here from the PCB, or from the connection, is going to be 23 centimeters.
What do you need wire for? Hang on.
Oh, never mind.
No, you're putting plug to plug, right?
Yep, plug to plug.
And the plug coming out of the neck, that'll plug into, right?
Yep. Derp.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
About to make this very difficult for myself. All right, sweet.
Oh, it's too bad that it's too bad that I couldn't change the title. I would have changed it right. That's that. Dockyards, Deep Breathing with Jordan and Todd.
That's right. Oh man, I'm so looking forward to using this right now. This is exciting. Omnifixo for the win.
What are you doing? Stop it.
Stop what?
Didn't you say it's a female coming out of the neck or a male?
No, it's a male. It's a male coming out of the neck. So I need to create a female for it to plug into.
Oh.
So what my thought is this is 20 centimeters here, and I would like to do both of the PCBs and the saucer on the central power. So I need to create 2 connections off of this one, right?
You want it to go to both PCBs?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You have your saucer handy?
I do. Yeah.
I mean, you might want to measure that because you don't know where the third PCB, you don't have it, but you can see where the holes are for it.
Got it.
So you're going to have one wire that's going to be much
Oh,
longer
I
than the other. You
see.
got to make sure that
Yeah.
that connection will go from the hole in the back from the neck wire all the way through up to the first PCB. I don't know if that's going to be long enough.
Got it. No, that
That's what
makes
I'm
total
getting at.
sense. Got it.
Otherwise, I was going to say just run that to the rear PCB and you're fine.
So is there like a connector that runs in between the two PCBs?
Yes.
Okay, then that answers that question. Perfect.
Yeah,
So,
they're basically like daisy chained almost.
perfect. I hadn't looked far enough into your build yet to figure that out. So I'm just going to go ahead and wire this up now. This is exciting. Those connect up.
Make sure you put it in the right polarity.
Yep, that's what I'm checking right now.
You know, you can always plug another plug into that female. You all know for sure.
That's very true.
Not that one. Get a different one. That's going to make it harder for you.
That's very true.
No, just grab the wire on your desk. Plug it in to that one. Jordan.
I am struggling, guys. Like, I normally have like a little bit after work to just go. Thanks.
Plug it into the one in the Omnifixo. Oh, my Lord. All right, never mind.
Yep, there we are. Okay. Watch as I die.
Then you'll easily be able to see which side is positive.
Yeah.
Now, the nice thing will be, or you hope, is that those are wired polarity to the plugs in the PCB. That those wires are correct.
They are. I've actually already tested that.
Okay, good.
When I plugged in the and tested the neck this morning. Oh, dude, those.
See how easy it is to line those together with the Omni?
Like right next to each other. That is insane.
And it doesn't wobble around. I could never when I was using the old puff the magic smoke time. Yes. And Don thinks it is legal in Washington, but Jordan doesn't do it anymore.
Nope. So a little tidbit into my life. I had been smoking weed for a very long time, and just recently quit.
That's why he's not as funny anymore.
It's true.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, it's that was a good change. Do need to be able to see what I'm doing though. Perfect. And maybe you guys might want to see what I'm doing too. So why don't we try zooming in a little bit, and I can move this over a little bit. Just don't kill myself. Like that.
They're asking if you're tired of waking up on the floor. I don't know that Jordan ever did it that far.
No. I just burnt myself.
Did you? How was it?
It's pretty awful.
Is that why you dropped the soldering iron?
Yep.
It's Jordan's first time. Everybody be nice to him.
Yep.
And breathe. Don't breathe in. That's bad smoke.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, now that burn's gonna suck.
Where'd you burn yourself, Jordan?
Right here on the side of my finger.
Oh, excellent. And what's your guns? Your iron set to 600-700?
750.
Woo! You want that solder to melt fast, don't you?
You set it this time. You set it to this temperature.
I did. I was wondering if you changed it.
Nope. I actually had it set at 788 before you got here. Oh my god, look at that. That was oh man.
Did you put some heat shrink on it? Well, at least do it on the other side.
Well, the other side is that, so I have to do that.
No, on the black one, so they can't touch each other.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Oof.
Eric says you grew up and graduated at Gummy Bears.
No, actually, I had to stop. Stop.
And then Donnie's here. Hi, Donnie.
Hey, Donnie.
He says, "Wait, did you quit? You say you quit smoking weed and you still live in Seattle?"
Yeah. Right.
Donnie keeps his at 550. It all depends. Depends on the solder you're using. It depends on quite a few different things. If you're quick about it, I like using a higher temperature because you can get things done quicker. If you have to sit there and hold it too long, you have a much higher risk of melting back the insulation or any components you're next to or your
Yeah,
finger.
we're blistering.
Yeah, excellent. Well, the difference
Oof.
between 550 and 750 would have blistered you anyway. So
No, I know. Yeah, no, I gotta grab something to help with this real fast.
Ken says, "Is that like a sorting hat?" I don't know what that is.
Huh?
I don't know. Just hotter? I don't know, Ken. What does that mean?
Oof. Dude, this is hurting a little bit.
I would imagine. You're supposed to put ice on it right away.
Yep, that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna sit here for a second and do this.
He's gonna suckle his wounds. So
Yep. Just give me a second. I'll be fine. I've burnt myself plenty of times, like
make a pizza.
Oh yeah. If you believe, I've burnt myself more than a few times making pizza.
I believe, Jordan.
Ugh. Hogwarts sorting hat, weed pizza.
Oh, Donnie said sorting iron. Yes, yes. Keeps his sorting because he auto corrected it. It screwed up.
Got it. Yeah.
Oh God, is there people that do weed pizza in Seattle?
We thought about doing it, but the rules and regulations won't allow for it.
Oh.
The founders of my company are a couple of huge potheads, so
shocker.
Yeah, no. Once again, like I said, I was also a huge pothead for a number of years, and have quit. Like since you guys have all known me, when you guys all met me, I was like pretty into it, and in the last Kat quit 2 months ago, and I quit about a month ago. So it's not
good
been
for
easy.
You.
Thank you. It's not been easy, but it's just one of those things. It's a financial suck, and you don't really cope or deal with any sort of like emotional crap when you're high all the time. So yeah.
Buck says he had to go get dinner. He says you need to start over.
I need to start over. Okay, well.
So burn yourself again.
Burn myself again. So yeah, there's that blister that's forming. Oof. Oof.
Dash says, did I show up to odes to Ian's boo-boos?
No, this was my boo-boo this time. God.
Ken says, did you quit because I used to be a cop? Used to being key word there.
Right. Let's see if I can do some work while keeping my finger in this ice real fast. And I did get a piece of shrink wrap on there. My God, that's amazing.
Don says maybe we need to chip in some weed for Ian. Is it legal in Georgia? I didn't think it was.
I don't think it is.
Donnie says, off to eat, be back. Okay.
All right, Donnie.
Dash says, no, you just make normal pizza, but that looks like a weed leaf.
Oh, I've made a few of those.
Yeah. Get like a huge cookie cutter that looks like a weed leaf, like a marijuana leaf, and just put a bunch of spinach on this puff pizza.
Oh God, this sucks.
Puck says he missed the burn. Do it like you mean it. Oh, he did it. You have to. You'll have to scroll back and then watch it again at 2x speed when he dropped the soldering iron. Didn't make a sound though.
No, I didn't. I thought something though. That's for damn sure. Oh, I was worried I was going to do that.
Are you going to say like some old person phrase like that really smarts?
No. Sucks ass.
There you go.
Clean your end here. Ugh. I've only got a minute before my finger starts throbbing. My God. Wow, this is going to be a fun stream.
Mm-hmm.
The burn yourself stream.
God,
Jordan.
And Buck says you're going to have to start again when Donnie comes back.
Nice. Nope, never mind. Well, I've officially entered right in the struggle bus, guys. So appreciate you hanging out. Just trying to think if I have any burn cream.
You know, you should rotate that entire base like 90 degrees to the left so you can get in there easier.
It's true. Hold on a sec. I'm dying here.
Eric says lidocaine cream is a must in your work hobby area for stuff like that. Buck says, wait, you quit weed and then do something a stoner would, like grab a dropped soldering iron.
Well, Buck, I was a stoner for a long time. It doesn't necessarily go away. Yeah, I'm actually surprised I don't have lidocaine here. Oh, God. I'm struggling.
Jordan's got to go to the ER. Stream's cut short.
No, I'm not going to go to the ER. Just like, trying to think what I have here. What can I use? Do I have burn cream? I really don't. That's really kind of crazy. Well, let's have to figure this out then.
Do you have some rum?
No.
Mm.
No alcohol in the house.
Buck, what is a Rolodin, Buck? Rolodins and potatoes?
Yeah, well, what is that? I was looking at that comment going, huh?
And Buck was a stoner 40 years ago. Must have been a really big stoner. Explains a lot, Buck.
Okay. Go through once again and put my finger on the stupid ice cube. It's positive side. Right side's negative. Okay.
As Wayne would say, you're having a car crash Thursday, buddy.
Very good point. Well, at least we're all here for it together. Okay. Just double check to make sure that I got everything right here so I'm not screwing anything up. Okay. Side closest to me. Oof. All right. So I'm going to attempt.
Ken says you need an alternative cuss word sheet.
Yeah.
Like mother trucker. Fudge.
Son of a biscuit.
Buck says it's thin beef wrapped around bacon and pickle slices, seasoned, seared, and simmered for a couple hours. Austrian food. Thin beef wrapped around bacon and pickle slices, seasoned, seared, and simmered for a couple hours.
Interesting.
Ken says you can use great googly moogly.
Great googly moogly. Yeah. Ugh.
I've heard you say mother puss bucket. I've heard it.
I think I've heard that one too, actually.
I think I actually captured that. Let me look here. Because I was going to redo our intro and put clips,
cool.
like voice clips of everybody's, like, saying something silly.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to check here. Give me a second. Oh, that disc went to sleep. Wake up, disc.
Dash asks, what does a car crash look like in space?
Well, it wouldn't make any sound, and then the fire wouldn't last long.
Nope. Well, even one-handed, these Omnifixos are amazing. I'll make this work. Damn it.
Hey, we're here for you.
Every time I grab the soldering iron, though, it's hot as hell. So it's not helping, but piece of wire shrink, and I can actually wire shrink the other side too. While I got the second. Wow.
Oh, Eric says your Omnifixo needs some googly eyes.
Oh, I can do that. Don't you worry about that. I'll take care of that next. Priorities.
All right, did this go? There it goes. All right. Where is that clip? Oh, where is it?
Paul says, so Todd, that intro would be made up of one comment from all the guys and 97 from Ian.
Yes, that's pretty much. That's hard to do. That's hard to do. Deal with that. Yes.
That's hilarious.
Where did I put that?
Ugh.
Oh, here it is. I'm gonna upload it. Give me 1 second here.
Okay.
This was Buck. This was Buck screwing up on one of his streams, and I'm like, I'm clipping that.
Oh, shaving cream.
Shaving cream. Oh, God.
Eric would like to know if Kat's going to rag on you for burning yourself.
100%.
Oh, excellent. And Dash says, you're not, what the hell, you're not supposed to be that hot. You aren't welding to need gloves.
Yeah, I mean, I just went with what Todd put my soldering iron at. But 550 or 750, I'm going to burn myself no matter what.
That's true.
Doing what I did. Like, it's... That was a stupid... Should just let it hit the desk.
Yeah. Ken says fiddlesticks.
Son of a biscuit. Okay, did I get that one? I certainly did. Very nice. Okay. Let's go ahead and get our shrink wrap up there. There we are. Oh, God. I'm gonna grab the soldering iron with this hand.
Am I going... Dash, I'm writing my own lyrics. I'm not letting AI do it.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
Crud muffin.
Crud.
Wow. Shucky darn. Dag nabbit. Oh, God. Son of a biscuit is on here. Son of a motherless goat. What?
Oh God. Yeah, no, Kat's gonna for sure give me a bunch of shit about this tonight. Deservedly so. Because I'm gonna wind up bitching and moaning about it all night too. My finger hurts.
Fart knocker.
Fart knocker, yeah.
Bull Twinkies. Criminy, cripes, crepes, doo-doo, caca. Good gravy, good grief. Gadzooks. Crud muffin. Okay. I think all of us on here have found the same alternative cuss words list.
Yep. Okay.
Eric says, quick Canadian Santa. Jordan needs an oven glove. Now you realize I have to update the song lyrics. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I deserve that.
Oh, Dash. You know what the farmer got when he traded cow manure for goat poop? A dung deal.
Oh my
Jesus.
God.
All right, if it's bad, I'm not reading it.
Oh my god. That's pretty good bad.
Yeah,
All
now
right.
see how much does that cover? Like if you grab your saucer, how much length does that cover?
Let me grab the saucer real fast. It's a very good question. So let's take a
Am I
look.
reading the one you posted in off topic? Are you talking about in Discord?
Oh, dude, this hurts. Oh. Okay. Stupid things off. They hurt my head. So zoom out.
I do like the smash button.
Okay.
So the battery plug is over there on the left of that PCB, and it needs to reach all the way to the back of the saucer. So is that going to be long enough?
It's over here or over here?
Left side. That's those 4 plugs along the side. There's a switch, and so the 4 plugs on the left side of that PCB that are horizontal, the battery goes into one of them. The other 2 are links, and one of them's the switch. So the loop that goes between all 3 boards is 2 of them, and then one of them's the switch, and one of them is battery. It's just a matter of, is it going to reach from those sockets all the way to the back?
So it reaches. God, I wish the. Oof, dude, this thing hurts. So this connection is going to go in.
Yeah, just plug in that first socket on the PCB, just so you don't have enough hands here, and one hand is damaged.
Yep.
He's got a little broken paw, so
I do. I feel stupid. Get the Omnifixo out of the way here.
I am not reading that, Dash.
Okay. So it's going to come to about right here.
Nope.
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 Needs to come to about right here or so, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I need to create another connector. Let's measure that real fast.
Now, if you wanted to come, if you just want to plug it into the third PCB, so do you see how that first PCB is mounted?
Yeah. Does the other one fit right here?
No. So there's actually 4 sets of screw holes along that line going to the back. So you'll see there's another set of 4, and then another set of 4, and another set of 4. They all go in perfect line. That one, that PCB is the top one, and then there's another set of 4 holes right behind it on the front half. Okay. So look, see where the screws for that PCB are, and then look just below it, and you'll see the 4 holes for the next PCB in the skeleton. Nope.
Right here.
Up higher. Keep going towards the front.
Oh.
See that line? There's a whole line of screw holes. You can see them. And there's another 4, and another 4, and then there's even another set all the way in the back. But only the first 3 sets of 4 screws are used. So the third PCB is basically going to sit right underneath the main shuttle bay.
Okay.
So is it going to reach basically from, where the back half of the skeleton starts to the hole?
Right.
Nope, higher up.
Higher up.
Just try from the center, yeah. That's going to be close. Because you got to remember, you want to have a pigtail hanging out too. You don't want to lose it up inside the saucer.
Exactly. Okay. Okay. So
I mean that might work. That cable might work. But you said you have another circuit board, right?
Yep, I have.
You want to go grab it? Yeah.
Yeah. Which stage are you?
All right, and I'll catch up on the chat here. Let's see. I'm not saying that. I think Jordan is going to be in index finger pointing mode for the rest of the stream. Should laugh, but Eric says I got glue and tape as be good as new. Buck says just remember, Jordan, when you get no more likes on your videos, it's because Eric broken your smash button. Yes, because he said smash the like button or like the smash button.
Right. So that is stage 45.
What did you call Jordan, Todd? A screw hole? Yes. Listen here, screw hole.
My finger in the thing of water. And I don't want to be... All right, let me grab the PCB and let me get my finger dry and just deal with the pain for a minute. I'm assuming you're wanting me to grab the PCB out.
Yes.
Okay. Oof.
You got anything with lidocaine in it? Sunburn cream? Anything? Like you get sunburns in Seattle.
Right? No, I know. Not really. I
Uh,
don't think so. I really don't know. Like I haven't looked in our first aid kit in a while. I know I have it at work. I'm just like right now. I'm just gonna have to like absorb the pain for a second, and then just like because keep putting it in the ice is going to just make it so that every time.
no, you just need you just need the ice to make it so it stops burning, so the heat stops going into your skin, and then after that you're just hurting yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just set that off to the side and stop crippling it.
Put a Band-Aid on it so you don't touch the blister. And
well, that's very true. I will take care of that here in just a moment. I'll let it breathe for a second. Okay. So it's actually feeling a little bit better now.
So all we're going to do is so you can see where the screw holes are. So that one lines up right behind the first one. And you'll see the 4 screw holes in the skeleton. No, right behind the first one. When I say behind, I mean front to rear. Yes, there's going to be 4 screw holes there.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yep. Now go back a set of screw holes. There's another one. That board gets duplicated again. Now there's another set of screw holes. Yeah, they go that way. Mm-hmm.
Got it.
So that's where it's going to have to reach. You see the plugs on the right?
Yep.
Now, the third PCB is a little bit different. It doesn't have all the plugs and stuff on it, and it's got more plugs on the right. But you get an idea of those side plugs on the right. That's where it's basically going to reach from there all the way back to your battle section hole.
And I am not confident that that is going to be long enough. So what I need to do is go... This is 20 centimeters.
What did I say on my measurement?
23.
Yeah, that was to reach. That was probably to reach the first board. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because by the time a lot of people are doing this, they've already done a bunch of the lower saucer.
Right.
That plug is incredibly easy to get to on the third PCB because that's exposed. Because you don't put the bottom part of the saucer on the central core of the saucer on until the very last steps of the build. The plug for the first battery box is hidden because it gets covered up by most of the lower saucer. So when I did my drawings, it was all based on plugging into that battery port on the third PCB, not the first.
Got it. Okay, that makes total sense to me.
Skull says Vaseline and a Band-Aid. I remember people talking about that. Put Vaseline on a burn.
Yeah. I'm going to go ask Kat real quick if we have anything. We're just real fast. Hold on one sec. I burnt the shit out of myself. Do we have any burn cream? What is this thing?
Ouch.
Yeah.
We do not.
Okay. All right.
I don't think what we do have. All the first aid stuff was in your bathroom.
It is. Sorry, guys. I'll be right back. Yeah, lots of gauze.
We've got Mucinex. I think I freaking got rid of it all.
Yeah, it's fine. Let's grab a Band-Aid is what I will grab. We're awesome. Here's the Band-Aids right here. All right.
What is this?
I mean, honestly, don't.
Trash. Oh, laundry soap.
Probably not, Ken.
Was that from the? Oh, from the Airbnb.
Dishwasher. More dishwasher. Dishwasher.
Yeah, that's from the Airbnb.
Laundry soap.
Hey, Jordan,
Yeah,
we can hear you. Just let you know.
I know.
Okay.
Sorry.
This is all just bags.
Weird. Oh, thanks for helping me look. Sorry. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Hey,
All right.
Andrew.
Andrew says hi.
Burnt the hell out of myself earlier.
He burnt his finger. Yep. Let's see. I'm gonna catch back up here. Buck says he's got it. Jordan, get your hammer, hit your toe as hard as you can. Your finger won't hurt anymore.
That's right.
Paul says the trick is not minding that your finger hurts. Just forget about it, Jordan.
That's right. That's what I'm doing right now.
If this was
So
TikTok, Jordan would be dipping his finger in rubbing alcohol for likes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. Why would you do that?
Dash says if you burn your finger in space, just stick it out the potty hole. He meant porthole, but a potty hole sounded better. I agree with you, Buck. Buck says walk it off.
A big baby.
Don says maybe you should pee on it. I don't think that's how burns work.
That's how stings work from jellyfish.
Ken says he's going to send you a first aid kit.
Oh my God.
Paul says he recommends alcohol. I already asked, and he says he doesn't have any in the house. Johnny, what did you miss?
Just me bitching.
Yeah, he couldn't handle the pain anymore.
Yep. I decided to opt out.
Andrew says, you're the Star Wars expert. Do you know what Yoda's last name is?
No one knows what Yoda's last name is. No one knows what Yoda's species is, and the fact that they introduced a new character of his species, like there was Yaddle in the Phantom Menace, but you only saw her in the background. But the fact that Baby Yoda or Grogu, the fact that they introduced.
What is that?
What is that?
Is that what he's saying Yoda's last name is?
Lehihu? Yoda Lehihu? Oh my God.
Oh, God. Jesus. You broke Jordan, Andrew.
Oh, shit.
You mean, oh
God.
shucks.
Oh, shucks. Yes, exactly. Shucks. There we go. Words. All right. So in order to do, I'm going to need to create like a 3 centimeter extension on the end of this piece in order to do that. So I'm just going to go ahead and splice in a couple bits of line here. That should work. Go ahead and strip off the end a little bit.
Eric, it would have been better if I actually said the full name, but I didn't, and so.
Yep, I broke my own stream. Yep. It's true. I do. I'm glad I took that out of the ice. This is actually like doing fine now. Let's stop bitching. Stop complaining. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and put like a 3 centimeter extension on the end of this one here.
Make it 10. What's the worst that can happen? Make it 5. I mean, who cares?
Yeah, that's very true.
Spare wire is not going to hurt anything.
Nope.
Short wire. Oh, that's no fun.
Right. Yeah, 5. Yeah, it's the short wire. It's like the short hairs. You got to avoid those.
Mm-hmm. Especially in your teeth.
I just thought of a joke that I cannot say on YouTube.
Well, you could say it. It's just I don't know if your stream will stick around after.
Right.
Andrew would like to know how you hurt yourself this time.
So I was doing something really stupid with my soldering iron, and I did one of these, and I decided to catch the hot end with my hand. I didn't just let it hit the table. Yep. I'm not a smart man. It's okay though. It's actually, now that I got it under a band-aid, it's doing just fine. Those aren't tears that you guys hear hitting the work mat. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. I hear you sniffling. I hear you sniffling.
Okay, so you've said this too. Your nose runs during streams, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
I don't know.
It's super weird, man.
Mm-hmm. I think it's maybe there's a part of it that's like a nervous response.
Maybe.
So do me a favor.
Uh-huh.
Turn those clips around. Clip it from the backside of the wire. It'll be much easier to solder that way.
Oh yeah, good point.
And make them a little farther apart so you have a little room between them. You have so much adjustability. You can have more of the wires sticking out of the front of the claws. Maybe not that much, but just like 3/4 of an inch or half an inch or something. That way you have a little more room to work with the iron. It'll make your life easier.
Perfect. I'm basically getting a soldering tutorial as well, which is great.
Eric says he's in before he nips the finger on the other hand with a wire stripper. Now that would be impressive if you can do that.
Dude, seriously.
Don says that was your stupid human trick.
Yeah, it was. Oh yeah, dude.
I'll put that on the screen, but he's just full of terrible, like almost dad jokes. These are bad. Noses runs allergic reaction to Ian.
Oh,
Ian?
Is he here?
No. Ian is watching Beetlejuice 2.
Oh, is he?
With the wife, yes.
Nice.
He will not be here.
Oh my god, that just makes life so much easier. Makes life so much easier, I say.
Except when you cold solder. Come on.
I know.
Soldering iron underneath, solder on top. Heat rises. Buck says Ian's lurking on his phone. And Donnie says, just hold the wires together, apply solder lesson over.
Yeah. You guys haven't seen some of my soldering work.
Eric said, Ian. He was trying to summon the noise.
Trying to...
Do you remember the Noid? Wasn't that from Domino's?
I do.
Do you remember the... Avoid the Noid, yes.
Avoid the Noid, yes. Oh, man.
I'm helping Jordan on his stream. Yeah. Aaron says hi.
Hi, Aaron. Thanks for the Plex. Oh, yeah. Dude, where have these been? On back order. Wow. That's some of my nicest soldering that I've done, actually. I got to be honest. Wow. Very cool. All right. Bring in a little bit of shrink across the top. Before we try to put the male end of the connector, the female end of the connector on. All right. Where did the other piece of shrink wrap go? I think I dropped it in the derp moment. God, I can't believe I burnt myself. But I might use it. I might dine out on that tomorrow at work. Because I get around the ovens and it's probably just going to be murder. Each one of my ovens are like 550 degrees. And the surfaces of the ovens are stainless. And so they get to about 425 or so. And it can get pretty brutal. Shiny solder is happy solder. I like it. Why is that, Donnie? Are you a lefty? I've thought about moving my soldering iron over to the other side, but I kind of like it where it's at. I have the little box sitting on top of my power supply. It does look like Donnie is a lefty. That's funny. All right. Now, if I only could figure out what I did with my lighter now. That's the other weird thing with quitting, is I never know where my lighter is anymore.
What do you need a soldering iron for?
Not the soldering iron. I need to shrink wrap.
What do you know? That's what I'm saying. What do you need I'm sorry. What do you need a lighter for? Your soldering iron is 750 degrees. Drag it along that. Watch it suck itself right closed.
Oh my god. What?
Point precision, buddy.
What?
And you won't burn your wires that way.
What?
Another reason to keep that soldering iron so hot.
Man. Burn myself and learn things?
Who would have
Jesus.
thought?
Right? All right, let's grab one of our female ends here. And then we'll start working on this should be more than enough. We'll bring it up to the saucer just in case, but this should be more than enough for our porpoises.
That's true, Buck. You will. I'll hear all about the movie tomorrow.
Yep.
And then Eric says, "What, Jordan? No Makita battery heat gun?"
No.
Andrew uses the heat gun for shrink tube. That's fine. I can't use a heat gun because that much wattage pull in that probably pop my circuit breaker because I have so much stuff on that circuit. So
I also am experiencing the same thing. I found out trying to do some shrink wrapping or tube the other day that I can't do that. It sucks.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I have a heat gun. That exact one you have. I have the same one. Can't use it. It's just too much. There's that circuit provides power to 2 bedrooms, and the other bedroom is the office that has a bunch of computers in it. So no go.
I have everything that you saw at my computer setup was all done on one plug setup. One plug. Like, my God.
That might be a bit much.
Yeah. I have it into PCBs or what is it? UPSs. So I'm not worried about oversurging or anything like that. But yeah, I just worry about firing that thing up these days.
He says you can use your 550 degree ovens to solder. Mm-hmm.
Very true.
Andrew says he'll use the iron in tight spaces. Todd says I stick my shrink tube out the window for 30 seconds. Yep, that would do it too. Buck said the same thing. Ken uses his soldering iron and shrink tubes. Yep. A plethora of how-to. It is a lot of trial and error and learning from other people.
Yeah.
One plug or one circuit. I wouldn't be surprised if Jordan has it all plugged into one plug.
No, I got It's plugged into both plugs. I have two different power strips, two different UPSs hooked up to different what do you call it? One UPS to each
Outlet?
plug outlet. Yeah, there you go. Durr. That's the other thing that I'm finding is very strange with quitting weed. My brain doesn't work as well.
Could you talk better?
I could, yeah.
Everything just worked better. It smoothed things out for you.
It really did, yep. And, you know, of course, being in Seattle, it makes it really easy to access it, excuse me. Access, Jesus. And usually I've got a couple of hours before stream so I can get my thoughts about me, but not today.
Buck says, beware of which tube you touch with the soldering iron. I think he means your big meat tubes.
This is very true. Yeah. Completely melted that female connector. That's why I'm glad they gave me a bunch. No, Buck, I use a UPS for like literally I have everything plugged into these like computers and lights and monitors and LEDs, and so I worry about surge. Powered flickers around here quite a bit.
What did Serge ever do to you? He's always been a nice guy.
Surge. I'm also thinking about Surge, the soda.
Oh, God. I remember that stuff. It was like Ecto Cooler with bubbles.
Yep. Oh, that was a shitty solder.
You guys are asking, Tash says you're asking for a fire to come claim your home. Am
I?
You know, in my lab, that bedroom, I'm using every single outlet in the whole room. But I don't do that much power draw.
Right.
Like that's why I switched from CFLs to LEDs. There's not a lot getting power in there at once.
Yeah, it's like the one downside to this place is there's just not a whole lot of outlets anywhere.
Buck says put solder on the wire. I agree. Then heat it to connect. Don't solder on the socket straight off. You can put a little ball on solder on there and then just liquefy it again when you get it near the socket. And you don't want to hold the heat there very long.
Got it. Thank you.
And Serge, yes, he's making a cappuccino. Ken would like to know if you have a fire extinguisher in your home, Jordan.
I do.
I have 3. But I was a firefighter, so I don't do a lot of this dumb shit that usually sets people's houses on fire. Like leave like groceries on your stovetop.
Oh God,
or
no.
put anything on your stovetop that's not dinner. That's a terrible one. I don't know how many houses have caught fire because of that. Especially with pets. Pets love to like climb up there and see what's up there, and they'll turn on your stove when you're not there.
Yep.
And then your laundry, your lint exhaust tube for your dryer.
I actually picked up one of those vacuum attachments so you're able to get it down in there. Remember to get some solder on there.
Laundry rooms and kitchens. That's where the vast majority of fires start. Home fires.
A cat almost set our house on fire. I think I told you guys about that a few months back. Well, we were all day soup turned into all day smoke.
I remember that.
Yep.
We were on a stream.
Yep.
Andrew says it is now official. My curved window method has been independently verified and replicated. Scientific process complete. Hagen Miller's reproduced the same great results. Oh, good.
Nice.
Bacchus says I burned out many LEDs by soldering. I don't know why. I've never had that happen. Benefit of an induction stovetop only create heat in a pot that can take a magnet. That's true, unless it's metallic. Our air exhaust tube is about 2 feet long. That's good. We leave blue air out the vent twice a year. That's good. Clean the lint trap on the dryer. You'd be surprised how much lint gets past the trap.
Yep.
You tried setting the house on fire with a 1,000-degree oven. Yep. The next two excuses, smoking and candles.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw an advertisement for candles that are designed to, like when you tip them over.
Mm-hmm. They're in a pot of sand. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. I really like that, actually.
Yeah, you could guess what you could do. You could get a pot of sand.
Yep.
Or you could spend all the money buying that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What the?
That was my phone.
That's awesome. Is that your text messages?
That was actually my ringtone. So I went to that was the ringtone that Pike had in the first episode of Strange New World. And,
Wow.
So I replicated the effect, created it on my own. And that was work. Hopefully.
Work has its own dedicated ringtones. You know it's them.
Yep. Oh, that soldering on the soldering iron right on the shrink wrap is amazing. All right. Sweet.
Just like Dave and his soup. Yes, he cooked the soup a few times. You should never smoke candles. It's really bad for you. Mm-hmm. Idiots sleeping with a hairdryer. You know, I wonder if we took all the safety labels off of all the machines, how quickly would we get rid of all the idiots?
Pretty damn quick.
Because I know that, like my iron, you know, like a clothes iron, says don't use in the shower. Not like a hairdryer, not like something that's even in the bathroom. It says don't use in the shower. Okay. You can use a pot of sand as an ashtray. Yes.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be more than enough length to be able to get back to where we need to go.
Perfect.
Okay,
so measure that length because you need to write that down in the notes.
Yes, I do. Actually, I already know 25 centimeters.
So when you tell other people what you did, you know, because I've already sent the measurements to
Claire.
Her. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
What I was hoping to do is I was hoping to have her get that done before Francisco takes his Enterprise home, because we were going to take his apart and try to put it in.
Oh.
But she's got so much stuff to do. I'm sure it's very low on her priority list.
Perfect.
Ken says that's the best time to use the hair dryers in the shower. Yeah.
Yes, agreed. Yep.
I think Buck meant to say my iron only heats while it's on the base. Iron had an addendum in it for not to use for cooking. I believe that. And Tony says, look at Jordan being all metric. He's close enough to Canada, and he's got Canadian blood in him.
Yep, I can't help it.
Him and Andrew are like blood brothers.
That's right. 25 centimeters, and that's going to be saucer to neck connection. Sweet. All right. Perfect.
You know, I'm going through my U96 pictures, and I'm wondering what the hell I focused on in some of these. Because they are just not in focus at all. Like, excellent.
I'm going to grab a drill, so we're going to use some power tools real quick.
Excellent. What are we drilling?
I need to drill out the base of the...
I wouldn't do that until you have the skeletons. You know where the hole needs to be.
See? All right. We're not using power tools then. I like it. So just leave the leave that plate off until it's time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah, because what you'll want to do is when you get the top front section of the hull for the secondary hull that has the holes for the slots for those tabs, right?
Right.
So you're going to get the lower skeleton, and then the first hull you'll get is the very front top above the deflector, where that connects. Okay. So when you get that, kind of fit it to the skeleton, turn it over, you'll be able to see where you can drill through that plastic without hitting the skeleton, right?
Okay.
And then what you'll do is put the base on that, put that on the skeleton, like actually mount it to where it's supposed to go, and then you'll be able to see the hole from underneath. Then you draw a line on the base of the neck and drill the hole to match.
Okay. That makes total sense.
Yeah, and you want to use a fairly large hole so you have room that it won't, when you run the wire down through, you'll have room to slide those tabs back and not pinch the wire.
That makes total sense.
I have it on my website under something. I think it's under the neck or something section.
Okay. Sweet.
Let's see. Use your clothes iron to make grilled cheese sandwiches. Why not?
I've done that before.
We saved him, Eric. He does not have to use his power tools tonight. He does not have to get out his power tools. Yes. Clear microscope slides with clear solar res on it. Another microscope slide. Man, that's tough to get a focus on. You know what? I watched your video, and he had just the slightest glare, and you could just barely see it in there. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. So let's bring that back. And I need to start creating some LEDs to start burning in for the Razor Crest. So let's grab our LEDs. Let's grab our resistors. And I need to grab some fiber optic. And then I'm going to grab the Razor Crest real fast so I can see whether I need to use a 1 millimeter fiber optic or something smaller to fit up in the front of the Razor Crest. So the very beginning of, here's the crest. The very beginning of the lighting is going to start up in these two pinholes right here. So in the show, these two are like little red headlights, I guess. I don't know what they are, but so those are going to be done with fiber optics. So I need to figure out what size that is. And just from looking at it right now, it looks like it's a millimeter. So we should be good to go. I do have smaller fiber optic if I need it, but probably don't.
Buck would like to know that you would like to know you actually create LEDs. He does from scratch.
From scratch, yep.
Mm-hmm.
So literal.
Not gonna be able to hang out all night having dinner with the girlfriend here when she gets here.
Nice.
You'll have to do it on your own.
Well, yeah, I'll be going until about 7 tonight. It's gonna be a little bit shorter of a stream. I have not eaten and am currently starving. So
burned his finger, hasn't eaten. You're just kind of a mess.
I am. It's very true. It is very true.
Mm-hmm.
Double check to make sure that fits in. We're gonna stick this in real fast.
Stick it right in the hole.
Oh yeah, it goes in there real nice.
Does it have room to move? Like, is it hot dog down a hallway or does it fit?
It's a little hot dog down a hallway, but
you need
that'll actually...
bigger fiber optic, better light, man.
It's the biggest fiber optic I got, and I'm not buying anything else either.
Oh, okay, all right.
I've got I think 5 different fiber optics sizes, and this is the biggest one that I have. So
remember that one stream where a guy saw a big red ant and screamed? What?
It's seen at a glance.
Yep.
I'm afraid of bands. I go off on brands and I shit my pants.
My pants. Oh.
I think he did that on purpose. He just wanted to hear it.
I
Can't have dinner with the girlfriend before she gets there. That's right. She is on her way. Andrew says, I'm about to start putty work on a couple E's. I thought you'd be streaming forever to keep him entertained. Well, he's got to eat.
You know.
A man's got to eat.
Well, I mean, it won't be probably like dead on at 7, but it'll be sometime after 7. Like I have not eaten since 6 o'clock this morning, so it's been almost 12 hours, which was no fun. That's all he's got, and he's proud of it.
We played it for you.
Shit my pants.
I had to do that.
So good. So good. All right. So we're going to start with a red LED. Let's use a big one. 5mm will do just fine. And go ahead and get this wired up. I have thought about picking up one of those wire wrappers that Buck keeps talking about.
Buck loves his wire wrappers.
He does. But I think if you had your solder in your hand, this would help you, idiot. Yeah. Not really. Oh, man. Dude.
Eric says he just realized that Jordan picked his nose picking finger. You burned your nose picking finger.
It's true. Although these Lincoln logs, when I pick my nose, I often have to use my pinky, so we're good. I like to get knuckle deep, like right there, you know?
I bet your girlfriend loves you.
Sometimes I wonder.
You're just with me for my fingers, aren't you?
And now I get what you're saying. All right.
Donnie asks, is that the LED you're going to use for the fiber optic?
Yes, it is. So what my plan was to actually...
Eric says, explains the long pinky nail. Got it.
That's right. You keep one nail so you get for that side scraping action.
Is that why Bob Ross had a really long nail?
That was Coke.
That was Coke. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That was definitely the cocaine.
Definitely the cocaine. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Coke now.
How else you get happy little trees?
Yeah, he was real happy. That poor guy. Okay. Snap off the top of flat and drill a hole the size of the fiber in the center. Ah.
He says he means sand. He's saying sand off the top, then drill a hole in the size of the fiber center. You don't have to sand very much of it. It's just you can just drill a hole in the center of it if you get your screw to do it. It's easier if you sand the top a little bit. As long as you don't sand it down, obviously you can't drill down to the bucket, the anvil that's inside there.
Right.
But if you just sand the top of it off and then drill a little hole in the center, it does a great job of shooting light right on a fiber. And you can glue the fiber right into it.
That's what the plan was. I hadn't I went a little far ahead of myself there, so thank you for that. And I hadn't every time that I've done that, I've tried to just drill into the top of the LED, and actually having a flat surface is a great tip for that.
Dashmay says make sure you put the red and green on the right sides.
Yeah, no, thankfully there are no running lights on this model, so I don't have to worry about that. These are just red. I'm going to be putting 2 red LEDs. That's why I'm going with the 5mm up front. I'm going to put 2 red LEDs in there. So perfect. It's nice and flat. Let's grab a drill. And I just saw the 1mm bit. I just put it away, actually. That's how the next list of things to replace is proper drill bits. because they're all just like loose like this. There it is. There you are. All right. Get the big drill. We don't need me touching power drills. God knows I would probably burn myself again somehow.
You know, when I was a kid, I was helping my grandpa. You know, he was doing some work on the house, and he asked me to hand him the drill. And I was maybe 8 years old, and I didn't know any better, so I picked it up by the bit and handed it to him. What I didn't know is that he was drilling into masonry.
Oh no!
That bit must have been red hot, and I didn't know it.
So you did a me.
Oh God, I had huge burns across 2 big fingers.
Oof.
You know, my main picking up fingers, right hand. Yeah, it cooked my hands something fierce.
My worst burn came at work, and we cook our pizzas on top of a parchment because their sugar or dough is really high in sugar, and so if we cook it right on the stone, it will burn. And unfortunately, what happens with like ultimate pepperonis, like which is our double pepperoni pizza, it gets a lot of grease that builds up on the parchment. And what happened was I was taking the pizza out of the oven, and a bunch of grease flopped across my arm, and I could literally see my skin bubbling up all down my arm right here. That was
Yummy.
That was awful. Yeah, that was awful.
Did you serve it?
The pizza?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, the pizza was fine.
Ah, pizza's fine. Okay.
Yeah. I was not. And would you believe, because it was at work, I definitely am like, oh my God, I need to go to the doctor.
Buck says don't drill too far.
But
between the anvil and the pin, there's a little tiny wire that connects the two. If you cut that, it won't work. You might want to test it. Make sure it still lights up.
I've only gone like maybe 1/8 of an inch down, at most. Maybe a 16th.
There you go. 16th sounds better.
Yeah. If that even. So, all right, perfect. Let me go ahead and get my wires put up here. And let's grab just a length of wire. What's my plan for that? Start with that much. The episode of the Razor Crest that's going to come out on Sunday is probably not going to be the most complicated episode. It's going to be just me like taking this harness that I'm creating right now and trying to like splice different lights into it. And because my idea is, and it's something that Todd and I were talking about before, probably on stream actually, but the idea is you take LED, some of our lights, and instead of like trying to light it up like an actual like
get back,
sounds good, instead of like trying to light it up as if it was lit under its own power or whatever, the idea is kind of use some cinematic lighting and have this panel sit in here, and then have one of our LEDs like pointed, like have an LED coming through the top panel right here but pointed down at like the cargo stuff that's sitting right there. And then I want to have an LED that's kind of pointing over here. So let me go ahead and bring up this camera. And no, not that camera. This camera. So that you can see Boba Fett's armor over there in the corner. I want to have a light, pointing down there. So there's not going to be a whole lot of lights in this model. It's not going to be a very well lit model, but I want to be able to have, everybody see what is inside there. So that's basically like, it's going to be a fairly simple episode. Really, it's just like I said, just kind of taking some wires and running it down and getting our lighting taken care of. The only other lighting that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to do a little bit of cockpit lighting. I haven't decided. So one of the things I've been thinking about is using UV paint. This was on Discord a while back, and I can't remember who posted it. It may have been Ken. I'm not quite sure, but someone posted a Razor Crest in Discord that used glow in the dark. Sorry, brain fart. Glow in the dark LEDs, and so like a glow in the dark paint with a blacklight LED, and basically it gave the impression that the controls are lit up, but they're not actually lit up. So I'm kind of contemplating that, but it's likely just going to be cinematic lighting as well. Okay, that wasn't you. Okay, Ken. Thanks. I was just like, maybe Ken. But yeah, someone posted that in Discord, and it may actually have been Dash, actually, now that I think about it. But yeah, that's kind of like what my idea was, is like using glow in the dark paint to create the controls being lit up inside the cockpit. So something I'm thinking about. And when we get to that point, it's going to be definitely soon, like the next episode after this. So I'm going to need to figure that out very, very quick. Grab our solder. Underneath. Conduct some heat. Come on. Come on. There we are. Oh, man. I gotta say, these are making all the difference in the world. Insanity how good those are. Glow in the dark brain fart. That is correct.
Yeah, you'll take those. Did you already throw them away? The old helping hands, how bad they are?
I did throw them away. They're actually in the dumpster right now.
Excellent. Donnie says, are you not using any flux? You're using rosin core solder. You don't need flux as much as when you're doing circuit boards.
And I haven't, like, I've messed with it a couple times, but I haven't really used it too much.
Like, I'll use flux anytime I'm mounting to a circuit board or PCB or cob strip or something like that, where it's a terminal, like a flat copper terminal. I'll use flux, or if they're very close together, because a flux will pull it onto the pads, but not for this. Not with a rosin core solder. It's probably me. Sorry.
Oh, the echo, yeah. Oh my goodness. Those are some of the nicest solder like connections that I've made. Like they're usually just blob
you joined the world of good solderers.
I did.
Is it still echoing?
It is.
It is?
Yeah.
Lame.
Echo. There, it's gone.
This might answer your question.
Echo cancel. Oh my god. So, yeah, Buck, I remember you told me about the wire wrap tool is a lot cheaper and works just as well. The Omnifixo, I will say this, like, both Todd and Ian have said, like, this will help, and just, this is amazing. Like, I'm so much happier with the result of this soldering job right here. And, that matters. Like, having good soldering work matters when, you're doing a model like this. So.
How's the echo now?
I am not hearing a thing.
Oh, good. I had to switch to a different mic because my girlfriend's here and she wanted to hear you.
Say hi. Nice.
Say hi.
Hi, Rebecca. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. You're taking him from me, huh?
Maybe.
No, I share him.
It's fine.
She came home from work, crawled right into my bed, and she's just going to lay there and be comfortable.
And Buck is saying hi, Rebecca.
Yep, Buck says hi.
Oh, hi, Buck.
Oh, Ken says hello.
Uh-oh. Everyone's about to say hi.
Oh, here it comes. Donnie says, hi, Todd Father's girlfriend. If I'm the Todd Father, what does that make you? The fairy godmother? The fairy mother sounds bad, so can't use that.
I love it. Oh my God, there's some solder on here.
I guarantee you there's now to be about some suggestions coming through chat of what your nickname should be if I'm the Todd Father.
Oh, no.
Oh, now you have to say hello to Don. Don Cartwright says hello.
Hi, Don.
I don't even know what Buck is trying to say there. I'm sorry. Ooh, Paul. Ooh, I don't know about that one. He says, hi, Bex. Oh, she likes Bex.
I like Bex.
Bex is good.
Yeah, I don't like Becky. No Becky.
What about Becca?
Becky.
Oh, that's personal? All right. When I think of saying your name is Bex, I think BEX, like sex. Yeah, it's Bex sex.
That should be a podcast.
Yeah, that could be. Eric says, hey, Rebecca. Say hi to Eric.
Eric.
He says, Todd says he's taking you shopping. Apparently so.
Okay.
Chat says so.
Oh, boy, here it goes. Paul says, hi, Bex, with 2 X's. Why not 3, Paul?
Oh, hi, Paul.
Bex with triple X.
Bexy.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Yes.
Bexy? You're so Bexy?
Real Bexy. Oh God.
She the whole time, she probably got home and she's like, what am I going to do while you're doing this? And then she got sucked in now. So you guys brought her into this. It's like when I say hi to Raymond.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Todd, you should put on your glasses. I have my glasses on. Paul says I don't want to push my luck with triple X's.
But
You
it was
don't know
but
her
it was
very
in
well.
but it was in the triple X font sort of
Yeah.
thing.
You don't know her that well. You should have used them. Coming up on Feet Finder. No.
Oh God.
Bexy.
Bexy. Sexy Bexy. With 3 X's.
Oh.
Donnie says, we're a bunch of modelers. Women can't resist. Yeah, I bet.
Truth.
Did you just glue yourself?
I did, yeah.
Excellent. Okay, I just want to make sure we caught that.
Yep.
Soon, Todd will have another camera so Rebecca can join him on stream. Oh, boy. I could turn my camera on. I'm not doing that.
Just working on getting these put into their little holes that I created. I'm anxiously waiting to breathe on them.
Oh, some ASMR breathing. It's going to be a
Yes.
sexy time at the Dockyards.
There it is. Oh, no, get in the hole. Get in the hole.
Donnie says tandem modeling, the next Olympic event. That would be interesting. They should
It
have an
would be
Olympic
interesting.
event. How quickly can you put a Bandai Falcon together?
Oh my God. 6 months is the answer.
Yeah, but it was Olympic. Could you imagine? And then it gets graded on how good they do it, how many parts they lose.
I resemble that comment.
Ken says, Her Highness, the beautiful and wise, ruler of all, she survives Rebecca the Kind.
Love it.
I don't know if it's from a movie, but she's mine, Ken.
Oh.
Oh, Dawn says get your other glasses, the magnifying glasses, so we can hear her lose it. My book. Paul says, still, forget putting Todd on camera. We just need Rebecca.
I don't. It's like 6 plus months.
It's entertaining him just as much. So.
Oh man. Yeah, Todd resembles that comment too. He keeps knocking over his parts.
Oh, I see. I can never be in the Olympics. You should see me when I do it with a whole box of Legos. Like I'll use like Tupperware tins, like Tupperware buckets, like bowls and stuff to hold Lego parts. You put it together, and I'll turn around and get up from the table and slide one off the table. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's right. If I put you on camera, then Viper from Aliens has to go to his bunk. I don't think she's seen that movie. So, have you seen Aliens?
I'm not one of those girls. I don't know what that means.
Oh my god.
Like the little dirtball, and when he sees something, he's like,
No.
"Oh yeah." He's gonna go tame the snake.
Go tan the snake? What?
Yeah. Tame the snake.
I have never heard that phrase before.
Yeah. And then you step on them. I don't know. I don't think I've ever stepped on a Lego. Maybe once. It's awful.
I have once too, and it is awful.
And Dawn says she's better than Rocket. I'm sure she's better looking. She is definitely better looking than Rocket. Except Rocket doesn't have a tooth. I don't know what's going on with the tooth, but she doesn't have those teeth. He's a bulldog, so he's like, you know, except only one tooth sticks out of his lip. Paul says bringing Rebecca on stream would be a tick in the diversity box for HTM.
Maybe one day we'll do a.
Oh well, you could do diamond painting, and I could build one of my little Legos.
Try to commentate what you're doing in a.
Oh my god, that would be interesting. So Todd's now gluing a thing.
You take these tweezers.
Yeah.
The God fingers.
The God fingers.
God fingers.
Buck says, Jordan, are you using CA on fiber optic? Don't use CA on fiber optics. Ken says, no CA on fiber optics.
I've done it before.
He says he's done it before. Ken knows best. Buck knows best. I don't know. I don't glue fiber optics. Dash says anything is better than Ian or Rocket. Aw.
Oh. Why no glue on fiber optics?
Well, I know it'll haze normal plastics, but doesn't it melt fiber optic?
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah. Power it up. Make sure the light comes out the ends.
Yeah.
If it does, it works. Doesn't matter if it's the wrong glue.
Yeah. Impatient for. I don't want to use slow glue.
Jordan has no time for slow glue.
That's right. I wasted enough time bitching and complaining at the beginning of the stream.
Ken says it makes it brittle. Oh.
Oh.
Donnie says your thin will melt fiber optic. What would you use then? Just some like PVA? White glue? Buck says CA on fiber is bad. Your lights will go out because the fiber will degrade and break over time. Oh. They're saying it's going to degrade the fiber optics. Pull them out of there quick. Buck says he uses white glue. It's working.
White glue, huh? Works fine.
Yeah, but if it degrades it and you plan on bending those in any way,
yeah, that's my exact thought.
Yeah, pull them out of there. There's a too late. Did you breathe on them? Oh, that's not a bad idea. Donnie says use solar res. Yeah, you can
solar res.
Yeah,
that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, it is too late.
Oh, time to make another LED.
Yep. I said something about doing the Falcon tonight, but that's just not going to happen, apparently. Well, that's fine. I wanted to play with the Omnifixos.
I turned the camera on because she's looking pretty cute. But I don't. Yeah, Buck says new LED redrill. Yep, I agree. And you can shorten your leads, man. You don't need to use those big long leads on the LEDs.
Oh, so like chop them down?
Yeah, because I typically will leave like, make sure you do one at a time so you know which one's which. Like say, I'm going to do positive first and then cut the positive one short.
Yeah.
And same thing with the resistor. I mean, you only need 1/8 of an inch to solder them. Like, that's just extra crap.
Okay.
And especially with the Omnis. The Omni makes it so you can just so easily solder super close.
Yeah, and keep in mind, I was working with like really crappy equipment, so like I was, and never like actually learning how to do this. Like it's all been done with like just figuring it out. So
Paul says he uses crystal clear on Paragraphix. Yep, you can do that. Microscope crystal clear. Buck says Jordan lied again. And Dash says you should get together and have an all girlfriend wife stream. Buck, Ian, Dave's wife, Jordan's girlfriend, Todd's girlfriend. See how they impersonate the boys. That's terrible.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck, what did I lie?
Rebecca's in the bathroom yelling at me that she would absolutely do that once.
Just once.
Could you imagine HTM's The Wives Edition?
The Real Housewives of HTM.
Us modeling and how much time we put into it and yep. Buck says I always solder then clip. Wire wrapping tool is so nice. Yep, you can do that too.
Solder then clip.
Yeah, I mean you can solder farther up on the lead and then just clip off the excess. But I mean, it's not like you're soldering super expensive parts, so I just clip it. Don't make me turn the camera on. Her hair's all nice. Buck says, I know Andre would probably say no. Ken says, I use micro crystal clear for gluing my photo etch, some of his photo etch. I heard that CA is very good for using on photo etch.
Yeah.
It dries so fast and you're holding such small pieces and sometimes you're holding at corners together. I do CA, but
I kind of rely on CA too much.
Wire fiber heat shrink. Yeah.
I'm learning quite a bit here.
That's what we're here for. That's the HTM family.
That's right. My first Millennium Falcon video dropped 1 year ago today.
Has it been a year already?
Yeah.
I'm so far behind on the Falcon.
Yeah, actually, I'm kind of surprised. I've gotten quite a bit ahead of you. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have 9 models to put between every Falcon build. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And you just picked up the U96, so you're like catching up.
Oh, Dash says the girls have to try to act like us. Could you imagine what Tony's impression of Ian is? Wait a minute, Rebecca. What would your impression of me be? You'd have to talk louder. I don't think they're going to be able to hear you.
And I would put on your little goggles.
Oh, my googly eyes?
Your little googly eyes.
Uh-huh.
I would wave to everybody. With my
you have to wave. Yep. You watch the streams?
Yeah. I'd say the little goodbye.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming by.
Would you knock something over and go, God damn it?
Yeah, burn something together. Put it in solder.
Yeah, but I don't usually burn myself soldering like Jordan does.
No.
Yeah.
I don't drop things. Jordan is the dropper.
take this little piece.
First lesson of the night, Buck says, if you drop the soldering iron, let it fall. That's exactly right.
Oh no.
Dash says, if she's in a red dress, I'll have to leave the strong
Yep.
street, go to my phone. Sicko.
Oh.
Ken says, take many photos. Oh, yeah, you got to take a bunch of pictures.
Oh, the little shutter noise.
Yes, yep. You have to just click on my
Yep.
constantly.
Is this true?
Buck says, stand on a stool to be tall enough. That's not very. You're going to make me turn the camera on.
Oh.
What did I just do? Oh, my God. What did I do? How do we get rid of this?
Oh.
Paul says, I'm in a favor of an all-female HTM stream. Oh, hang on. Don't we have that already? Oh, damn.
Ooh. I like it.
There we are.
Oh no.
We're not in the stream, though. Jordan can make it happen.
No.
I will hold on.
Don't do
I'm
it.
gonna activate that.
Jordan really wants
No,
to.
he won't. Look at his little hand on there.
Oh, there he is.
There it is.
I told you she was going to run.
No, I don't like that.
Come on back.
No, I don't.
Come on back.
No.
Come on back.
Your background.
What do you mean, what is my background? You know what that is? Oh,
Starship.
yes. That is the original Series Enterprise bridge.
Oh, that was amazing.
All right, you're safe to come back over here.
I don't trust you now.
Oh, you don't trust me? I put the thing right there. Buck says, don't be shy. I remember the first time I got on the stream, and I didn't even want to put my hands on the stream. I didn't know. Private person, you know. Now I just don't care. But you missed it. Jordan burned his finger. Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yep. I am now. I was bitching earlier though.
Oh, he cried like a bitch.
Oh, his little band-aid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Burned it.
Yeah.
I
Have you
am
noticed?
now on.
Go ahead.
I have one now.
Get his finger in ice water.
Oh.
Yep.
He didn't say anything when he did, though. He could have had a long tirade of ranting swear words, but he didn't do that.
Nope. I actually kept trying to do what I was doing for whatever reason. It's probably the work mentality. Like I'll burn myself at work and just like.
Well, I was going
right.
to say, as a restaurant person, every person I've ever known that worked in a restaurant's like, oh, I burn my hands all the time. I'm used to it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't think he likes the Omnifixo, the little hands, the helping hands. So we're going to have to go up to Seattle and take them away. Yeah, now I sing on the streams. It's pretty bad.
I've been hearing you.
You know.
Yeah, what's that about?
I don't know. And Jordan doesn't have a first aid kit at his bench. Yes, he is ill prepared to build models.
I know.
What was it the fall?
Really?
Not this week, but last week? Or was it this week and last week where I was bleeding?
Oh, I saw you. A little
Yeah.
tissue.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're like, oh, I'm bleeding.
yeah. I think it was both weeks.
What was that?
Because I keep grabbing sharp things.
Finger.
This one? That's an important finger, too. Well, it's the longest one. No, I did it right here. It's
I
healed
can't
now.
even see
No,
it.
it's healed now. What was the other one? It's like a chunk of skin missing from one of my fingers. Where was that one? Oh, right there. You can see I've already picked the skin off. Yeah.
I wonder. Dash is asking,
Oh, yeah.
do you think you can get an NXL1 from Helios?
You can always try. Johnny says
So
he didn't want
is
to take
Helios
the
like an actual model company? I've never looked into what they are. Like, are they an actual?
They're a garage company, garage kits. So
Okay.
the guy that makes them in the garage. It's not like an official real thing. And
Got it.
he tries to keep his stuff very slow run because he doesn't want to get the wrath of Paramount, CBS.
Yeah.
Which totally makes sense.
Yeah.
Ken is asking, Jordan, will you be in the stream for tomorrow night?
I will be. Yep.
Okay.
And I'm hoping for Sunday as well, actually.
Dash says Jordan isn't quite a millennial. He didn't go, oh my God, mommy, and fall down.
It's true.
And I agree with Buck. If you got CA, you can stop the bleeding.
Very true. I have done that, actually.
Super glue will stop the bleeding. Dash says his first aid kit is a roll of duct tape. Ooh, that doesn't work. I've tried it.
Oof. Some of these shrink wrap tubes that I have are really bad.
Paul says when Todd gives general wiring advice, Rebecca can give Jordan nail polish advice. She probably could, but she pays somebody else to do her nails. I love her nails. They're very long, which I thought was kind of like a little OG in the beginning. But man, when she scratches my back, what she's doing right now, it makes up for all of it. Oh God, yes. Yes.
Yeah, Cat's got super long nails too. I also know that. I know that. That's a good feeling.
And I'm spent. Will you make me a sandwich?
And I'm done.
And I'm done.
All right. Good night. Thank you.
Says, duct tape and toilet paper, great bandage. Yep. Andrew says Jordan's gonna be on the Friday stream. I guess I won't be there. Yes. There's a running thing that Jordan and Andrew are the same person, so they're never on the stream. Every time that Andrew joins, Jordan doesn't show up, and then vice versa.
Can I have one Canadian?
That's apparently it's one Canadian limit, but then Ken's on the stream, so it must be 2 Canadians.
Oh, 2.
Yeah.
Yep. 2 Canadians max.
Paul says, "Okay, now you're just being pervy. Hey, she wasn't rubbing your back. You would understand. Don't you go over there either."
All right.
Here we go. Round 2. Resin this time.
We're going to use resin. And what did I do with the... I'd lose my brain if I didn't have it. It's stuck in my head.
Yeah, where's the fiber optic you just had?
That's what I'm looking for. Oh, there it is.
It's over there.
It is over there. I heard someone over say that, like, oh, what did they say earlier? And Buck, you'll love this. It was, where is it? And I swear to God, if you say it's over there again, I'm going to kill you.
Have you started saying it work yet?
I have not. I have come close a couple times, but I did hear that particular phrase at work. Yes. It was.
Well, if you've ever noticed me saying little a lot, I get that from her.
Ah.
Yeah, if I'm like, this little screw needs to go in this little, and this little piece doesn't fit, and this little this. Now I have people at work doing it. Gross. I don't have a furry back, Don. Says Rebecca can dig all to the back fur. I like Chewbacca. I don't think you'd be with me about big furry back, would you?
You got chest fur.
Yeah, but I would normally trim that too, but she likes it. So. My eyes. Everybody don't look. And he doesn't put the cap on, so it cures the resin right in the tube. You're not wrong, Buck. Buck says everything is little to me. Yeah.
It is true. And why didn't I think about using resin for this before?
See? Dash cut his hand on a saw and used duct tape. Well, that's all you have. I'm just saying duct tape doesn't work very well when it gets wet. And blood is wet. It is.
All right. See how that turned out? Perfect.
We gonna test this one?
Am I gonna test it?
Yeah, 28 volts.
28 volts? Yeah, we'll crank it up for sure.
Yeah. See how fast we can launch that fiber optic across the room.
Dude, these things are amazing.
Oh, I stand corrected. 24 volts. Yes. Buck says go for 40.
Mine doesn't even go that high, I don't think. I really wish that I had asked for advice when I was going to get my power supply. The one that I have it works, but it's not as functional as the one you guys have. And all I had to have done was spent like $5 or $6 more.
Well, the nice thing is that the models you'll build for a year from now, just think how good they're going to be.
Oh, I know.
Your models today are better than they were a year ago.
Oh, dude. 100%.
Uh-oh. Ian says just plug the wires right in the wall. Now that I would watch. Let's see how fast your UPS is. See if it'll stop that short from happening.
Dude, seriously. All right. Those are nicely put in place. Let's go ahead and fire it up and see what's happening. And we'll think about we're going to do 1, 2, 3 more lights down the hallway there. So perfect.
Dash says he sprayed his CA glue bottle with Kicker. That was a bottle that went useless, but the smoke it made was cool.
Oh my God.
These models are worse than they were a year ago. What? Why?
Heck, that's not even possible.
Oh, you're the best. Mexican Coke in a bottle.
Mm. All right.
Let's see it. Hold it. Show us the ends. Yeah. We should have put we should put that on a circuit that every once in a while just blinks a little bit.
Oh,
that's not a bad idea. Have it go flicker, flicker, and then have it, you know what I mean? So it kind of looks like maybe there's a little something going on. I don't know what those are. They're on my Lego Razor Crest too. Those front red lights.
Yeah, it's whatever this is. Like they're like little headlights or whatever. So I don't know. So I actually want to try shoving them in there real fast. Want to shove it in?
Yeah, let's see it. Jordan says, or Ken says, you could have also used black hot glue for gluing fiber optic cable. Side effect is free light blocking.
Good point. I actually don't have any hot glue, so that's something that I need to go get.
I'm gonna have to get some black sticks. I said black sticks. You ready for fun? What would you like for dinner, baby? The question of the century, of the universe. Every night. No. If you light block the LED fiber connection, avoid heat. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. What my idea was is usually what I do with these is we'll take a little bit of heat shrink and just put that around the outside of that.
Yep.
So I'm just trying to run it down inside of that little slot. This is actually going to be a bit of a pain in the ass, and I may stop because I don't want to try to disassemble it once it's in there. It's not too easy to put in. So, all right, I'm not going to worry about that too much.
Avoid using heat because fiber optic will melt. Yeah, it's just plastic. So, you can't. It's not like true glass fiber. It's just extruded plastic.
Okay, so that one I'm not going to worry about right now. So let's go ahead.
Where do you think we should go to dinner, Jordan? How about the chat? Should we ask the chat where we should go for dinner? Dash says they're probably docking lights. There were 2 on the side of the Falcon behind the cockpit. That's true.
Oh, good point.
I wonder if that's a carryover from that.
There was definitely design elements pulled from the Falcon for this ship. So
I don't know if you've ever done Lego, but you ought to build the big Razor Crest. It is an epic, fantastic Lego build. Probably one of my favorites.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
I've only done one Lego, and it was the BD1 from Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful with anything round. Legos don't like to do round very well. Paul says black tulip is great for light blocking. Yes, I use black tulip frequently, but it is very tacky and will get everywhere if you don't pay attention. Ken says Jack in the Box. You're a terrible date, Ken. You've never been there. I'm expecting him to say go to Tim Hortons.
Jack in the Box?
No, like a rural restaurant. I'm not taking you fast food. That's not my food.
Okay. So we got 4 more LEDs.
We did yesterday, by the way. I won't be here next weekend because
Oh, nice. Where you guys going?
we just decided to go to Knott's Berry Farm.
Oh, awesome.
Never been there before, so.
I was there when I was a little kid.
That's when you were, right? You went as a kid? She went as a kid. I have never been there before.
Lived in California for 3 years when I was a kid. My dad
Donnie's Legos do 8-bit curves very well, yes.
That's
Ken
hilarious.
says go to KFC and get some Dirty Bird. No,
Some dirty bird.
no KFC. You know where I'd go again? Charleston's. Are you? You were thinking of Cheddar's? They're pretty close. Charleston.
Carl's Jr.
Ooh. Double Western bacon for my baby. And a chocolate mud pie cake, or whatever they call it. Dash says, I got that one, Todd. Did you buy the Bricklight kit for it? I got the Light My Bricks kit, yes. And because the Light My Bricks kit, that's so on the Lego Razor Crest, the big one, the wings pop off, right? They're made as one big piece. So the wings and the engines are all one piece, and you can pop it off and you can look down inside and see the interior.
Oh, cool.
And what Light My Bricks did is they have a magnetic pin contact there. So when you disconnect, you don't have to connect any wires. You just click it together and the engines light up, and then you disconnect it to look inside and the engines turn off. There's like a magnetic pins connector there. They did a fantastic job. I love it. Ken says the Cheesecake Factory. But we've been to the Cheesecake Factory a couple times, and it was not memorable.
Mind-blowing.
Yeah.
But it was better than.
It's better than Jack in the Box. Dash says, "Do we have any Five Guys eateries? You want to eat Five Guys?"
I do.
Want to do Five Guys tonight? It's a lot of guys. It's a lot of guys. Paul says also Five Guys: burgers, dogs, Cajun fries, and shakes to die for. They do have very good shakes. They're not, to be fair, they're not the Oreo shakes from Jack in the Box, which are very good. Or Andy's, which also is custard shakes, or Culver's, which is custard.
Mm.
Ken says he had Five Guys tonight. You go, Ken.
Are you tired or how's it going? Like,
Yeah. Did you have Five Guys, or did Five Guys have you? Because that really depends on how you feel the next day.
was it all at once or?
On a Thursday?
Yeah. Is that just a typical Thursday night, Ken? The Thursday night Five Guys?
You guys know about that truck stop?
What? Lot lizards? For what you get, it's good, but Five Guys is also very expensive.
It's incredibly expensive.
Yes. And while they give you a lot of fries and they just grab a huge handful and throw them in the bag, that's about it. You can only eat so much of those fries because they're incredible. They have a lot of seasoning on them, so you can only eat so much. And Ken says, I walked into that one. Yes, you did.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, you did. He accidentally on purpose said that.
Can't threaten me with a good time.
Dash says, go to IHOP. That's where the one-legged lady works. Peggy? Every time we go to, if we go to a restaurant or a casino or a restaurant and we see some, meth head crack lady, her name is Peggy. Or Eileen. Yes. One leg. Peggy.
Peggy.
Don says Culver's pot roast sandwich is good. You guys keep saying fast food. Do you guys not eat at restaurants?
Your restaurants are probably different.
You guys got Old Spaghetti Factory there?
Yeah, if you want nasty spaghetti.
Yeah.
We do. We have it, but it's basically one step above Fazoli's. If you remember Fazoli's.
I don't.
You want good spaghetti, you go to Spinato's. but that's pretty much only down here. Very good spaghetti. And you know, honestly, to be fair, and I'm a huge Italian food connoisseur. I love Italian food, the lasagnas. Do you know who has really good spaghetti that I can eat anytime? As awful and corporate as it is
No, don't you say it.
why not?
Go ahead.
Olive Garden. Their spaghetti.
Yeah.
If you get it with the bolognese, don't get it with the marinara. But if you get it with the bolognese, oh, it's actually really good.
Yep.
Where did we go? Where did we go the other night? And we're like, this spaghetti tastes like Chef Boyardee sauce. Where was that?
Where we saw Aaron.
Oh yeah, there's this Italian place down the street called Va Bene, and I'm like, oh, maybe we should go there because they have really good mushroom soup. And I got their spaghetti, and their sauce literally tastes like it came out of Chef Boyardee can.
Oh no.
Oh, it was awful. It was so bad. Paul says, after having Five Guys, I'm surprised you can still walk, Ken. Just saying. Paul, Ken says, we don't know what restaurants you have. We'll just start naming some that you like that are good, that are chains, because you know there's a good chance if you have a chain that we have a chain.
Or how about styles?
Well, like, are you feeling Italian? You want Mexican? You want steak? A what? Charleston's? All right, well, I guess we made our decision.
Nice.
It's over by the casino. How ironic.
Funny that.
I have to save all our money because in October we're going to Lake Tahoe.
Oh, fun.
Dash says, I tell you to go to Carl's here, but I don't think you drive to Michigan. You're right. They have good broiled steaks. Oh. Todd says, have you ever been to Rudy's Barbecue near the Scottsdale Airport? We have a Rudy's down the street from my house. Not Scottsdale, but near my house we have a Rudy's, and right across the street is Can't Stop Smoking Barbecue. Rudy's is very good. I wish they had a better selection of, like their pulled pork is phenomenal. But I wish they had a better selection of sides. Ken says A&W, Harvey's. God, I think there's an A&W on your side of town. At the drive-in.
Oh, that's my.
Or is that
guy.
is that one of those Wiener Schnitzels?
Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah. Which, by the way, doesn't sell Wiener Schnitzel.
Nope.
Stupid name for a restaurant. They don't sell Wiener Schnitzel.
Don't sell the thing that's in the title of your restaurant.
I know. Go get some shawarma. She loves Greek food. Yes, she loves. Sorry, that's Indian. Sorry, but you love it. Shawarma's Greek. Are we going at that at the Greek restaurants?
Yeah, I think that's the type of thing.
Yeah. She loves shawarma. Swiss Chalet. Nope, we don't have those. Harvey's. I think those are in California, but not here. I think I've been to a Harvey's in California.
Never heard of a Harvey's. Interesting.
Do you go out to eat much, Jordan?
Not anymore. Used to, but not much.
No, he's a terrible cook. That's why he runs a pizza restaurant. But he says Kat cooks. She cooks all the time.
She does. Yeah, no, she's an amazing cook.
What is the favorite thing she makes? Rebecca would like to know.
Spaghetti.
It's
Kat makes the best spaghetti that I've ever had. And
Does she
anytime
make the
she
sauce
says she...
herself?
What's that?
Does she make the sauce herself?
She does.
Oh, eh?
Yep. And it's always just so incredibly rich and oh my god.
Dash, you're going in October and Ian's showing up at your house. It's not. I don't think that's an accident. Ian's coming to Phoenix. We're just gonna miss him.
Oh no.
Yep. Paul says, "You got any curry restaurants?" Barf.
Oh, no.
Barf. No way. No. Never. I don't.
Not a curry guy.
Not to eat at curry. I don't like nuts in my food, and I don't like curry because it stinks and it makes you sweat it out your pores, and pretty much rules out all Italian or Indian food.
Yep.
Don said, if you were to Tucson, I would say Pinnacle Peak. We have a Pinnacle Peak here. Ken Canadian Starship says Swiss Chalet, always so good for so little. What do they? That sounds Canadian. What do they serve there? Dash says, before you go, Todd, have you got any idea what limited 7 models from Agora is going to be? I have no idea, but if you watch the stream with Kevin and Mark, I think they're onto something, saying that something to do with the 50th anniversary of Goldfinger.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like a gold version of the DB5.
Oh,
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
because it wouldn't be that hard to make the DB5 and then just have the bodies gold plated, right? So, like, grab a few kits and just have the die-cast metal gold plated, and then sell them. The rest of it would be exactly the same. Since they have the Goldfinger car coming out, it's the 50th or 60th anniversary of Goldfinger. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. I could see that. Otherwise, I have no idea. I didn't ask them. But I did get my shipping confirmation on the Apache. Or at
Oh,
least
sweet, dude.
my order confirmation. It doesn't start shipping till the end of the month, I think. I started doing the website, but I have no assets. I don't have any pictures or anything other than what's on their site. So I'm waiting, because a lot of times they'll give assets out to the influencers and YouTubers, and they'll send you like a OneDrive link that has a bunch of pictures they took in the studio.
Oh, cool.
So they haven't done that yet, and Wayne hasn't done it because he doesn't have the instructions yet. He has the first pack, but he doesn't have any instructions. Somebody go to see if the instructions are there yet.
Dude, this thing makes such a huge difference.
I'm telling you, I said game changer, and I was not kidding. That soldering. You know, I can't imagine there's other things where you could clip it and hold things. You know,
Yeah.
Since that wasn't a bit, that's why I got you that little clamp, that little vise. You know, which is great for, you know, holding something while you're painting, or if you need to hold a specific part someplace. But for soldering, man, you can't beat this thing.
No, you really can't.
That little helping hands, better than anything I've used. And I have 3 or 4 different kinds. I have the helping hands that you threw away. I have the octopus arms. I have the ones that are all bendy and you can, you know, that clips on the ends. I've never used them. They're terrible.
Oop.
We're watching Jordan get lead poisoning
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's solder's been on lead. You don't want to breathe the smoke.
No.
We've also learned that you don't want to breathe the super glue smoke. Yeah.
I have thought about that so many times.
Now, I've never breathed the smoke in, but I've done a million times.
I think it'd have to be a very large amount. I don't think whatever your little things you're burning off is enough.
Well, probably not. No, but Donnie says the little vise would be handy, but I like my soldering tweezers. Yes, I have a ton of those. I love. They're called crosslock tweezers, so they're always closed. You can squeeze them to open them. They're great.
Yeah.
I use them all the time.
I wonder what those are called.
It says use lead-free solder. No way, man. It's America.
Yeah. We like our chemicals in us.
Hey, solder's you got to have lead in your solder. They make solder-free lead, but it's not as good. It doesn't work very well. It's not as good, I should say. Now, what are these lights for you're making?
So these are the rest of the harness. So I'm going to be doing 4 lights down the inside here. So I'm just going to be tapping into this main wire with these. I'm going to put one here, and like we were talking about, I want to do the cinematic lighting. So I want to kind of point the LEDs here, like one here, kind of pointing in that direction, and then just kind of 2 towards.
Yeah, don't be afraid to like dip the side of the LED in black paint to like basically almost like, if you've ever seen studio lighting, the black, what they call flags that block the light on certain sides of the light.
Yeah.
So you can like dip the side of the LED to like block half the light from coming out that side.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. And you can also paint your LEDs if you want to give them shades of color so they're not just so brutally cool white, obviously.
Right. No, that's perfect. And that's like basically. why I wanted to create this harness now, so that like while I'm recording the episode, I can just literally play around with like angles and all of that. And,
Oh yeah.
So
I mean, LEDs are great. They don't spread light generally very well, and like up the sides, they're very directional. But still, you can control some of it with, painting the bulb. You can do it with, dipping them in paint to like flag them off. You can use tape. I mean, you can create your own little flags and control where the light goes. I've made boxes out of electrical tape and put them around an LED to make it so it shoots like down a tube.
Oh, that's such a good idea. I was thinking about using
It's called a snoot.
A snoot?
Yeah, in filmmaking, it's called a snoot.
A snoot?
Yeah, you make a tube and put on a light. And it makes little pin, like it makes a very small circle of light instead of blowing light everywhere. Donnie says, I like solder that works. And Canadian Starship says, totally an America moment. Yep. Not all. Yeah, most of it is 60-40. I guarantee you what he has is probably lead strontium or something like that. It'll be a mix.
Yeah, it's whatever came with the soldering iron. So
But it's like 60-40 or 81 or something like that. It'll say 81 PV on it.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything like that.
Yes, it does. Hold it up. 2.0 flux. Wait. Oh, God. Super. Oh, that's some cheap Chinese stuff. It doesn't even have the lead content on it.
Mm-hmm.
Does it smell like lead? I'm just kidding. Don't breathe it.
Yes.
He messes out.
All right. You start getting rings in your fingernails, lead poisoning. I learned that on CSI. Buck says lead in your pencil lead in your solder puts lead in your pencil.
Oh no. I disagree, Buck.
Dash says, I love how they show you putting parts together with tweezers. I tried, my part was pinging off. Yep. Donnie says mine is 60-40. I think mine's 60-40. It might be 70-30. I don't know.
I've just been using the stuff that's come with the soldering iron, so it's getting towards the end. I'm gonna have to order some soon. So
you're gonna buy very fine solder because it's easier to work with instead of that thick stuff.
Oh yeah. The first solder that I was working with was like a real thin wire.
Yeah, if you want the thinnest stuff you can get with a rosin core. If you go too thin, they stop doing rosin core. There's no room for it.
Mm.
This is your 5-minute warning, by the way, Jordan.
Thank you. Appreciate that. And it's actually kind of working out because I'm on my very last LED right now. So it works. Thanks for that. One of Kat's classmates is graduating tonight, and so I can hear some festivities happening at the other end of the house.
Oh, festivities.
I hear her computer, like they play music for the people when they graduate their classes.
Oh,
yeah.
It's not like some kind of upside down pineapple party.
No.
Right.
Oh God. Oh God.
Donnie likes
like a
6mm solder. Yes. Again, the smallest you can get for what we do, the smallest you can get that has a rosin core is really nice. I mean, if you can't get the rosin core, then you should use flux, but flux can be messy, and you have to clean it up. Depends on the flux, but a lot of times people will just take a wire and they'll get the flux paste, and it looks like Vaseline, and they just dip the wire. They'll dip the wire right into the flux and then solder it.
That's what I have.
It's really good for like twisted wire because it'll flow. It'll help it flow in between all the strands. Dash says new copper pipe solder, and I got some solid lead solder. There you go. Uh-oh. Froze for a second, Jordan.
I did?
Yeah. You're okay now.
Thankful. Yeah. I have one of the things that I have on my list of purchase upgrade is the what is the Liquidity or whatever it is, the router that you're telling me about.
Ubiquity.
Yes. Ubiquity. I have that sitting in the car. What's that?
Is it on your wish list, your Amazon wish list?
It currently is sitting. Actually, it's sitting in my like the save for later thing. So I'm like waiting.
Yeah, we're gonna get Jordan a real network.
Yeah, I did that Wi-Fi test the Wi-Fi test with the phone, I am in a absolute black hole at the end of this house. So
yeah, I bet.
I'm surprised that I'm able to get what
If
I
you
do
get,
get.
you can get an external Wi-Fi or like a PCI Wi-Fi card for your computer, and then a lot of times you'll have an external antenna that works a lot better than trying to do it inside your computer. There you go.
That's actually good to know.
Buckman says, "Who set Phantom Home on fire? Batmobile charged 2 weeks early last night. And the label was made tonight." So I did reach out to Beck a couple days ago, and asked him what the holdup was on the GTR, because they skipped the pack. They skipped pack 7 and sent pack 8. And I said, "Is it the stupid license plate?" And it sure as shit, it was license plate, and they didn't catch it. And so they went back and now have gone and found a whole bunch of orders that were supposed to ship. They actually had parts. And again, this is the third-party logistics people screwing it up again. And he's been riding their ass for the last few days. So it doesn't surprise me that they are starting to get their shit together. They've been needing to do it.
Yes. Yeah, my Falcon got charged last week, and I finally got the shipping label tonight. And then I actually just got charged for kit. Which is exciting because I've been waiting 2 months now for parts. So
Dash says, "Don't use rosin core for wire wall welding." What? Wire welding? That's completely off topic. Dash says they're doing that to catch people up if they've been waiting. Yeah, they said if they get a part that's been on back order or on hold, it will ship 15. They will charge it 15 days after the last shipping notification. Is what he told me, automatically. So that'll surprise some people that aren't ready for it, because that's half the time distance, right? Instead of every 28 days, it's 15 days. So I mean, some people will be happy, and some people are going to be mad. So you just can't win.
Yep. Nope. It's an impossible situation.
Now, you like those little wire clips? Aren't those the best? The little wire hooks.
Oh, dude. I can't imagine doing it without.
We've made Jordan's life so much easier.
You really have.
We're like, don't use that. Use this. Don't use that. Use this.
You're right. You have money? Buy. Spend.
Yeah.
Spend. All right. So those are all working. I'm going to get them all wired up and burned in. But yeah, that's wow, 2.5 hours of me burning myself, and then
Yeah.
a bunch of soldering. So how do I make such a damn mess? There's literally crap spread all
That's funny coming from you, because that doesn't look that messy compared to other people's desks. But I know after being sitting at your desk, I know how organized it is, that this must feel like complete chaos.
It does, and it is. If we look over, if you look down that way, there's stuff.
Look at that cool sign. Who made that for you? Was that
Gary?
Gary Curtis made that acrylic sign, engraved it. Isn't that cool? Oh, she has to get up. She's in bed. She's coming. See, look at that. And it changes on. Is it on a remote, right? You can change the colors.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah, it's on a remote, but you can also just press the button too.
Isn't that cool?
Yes, you need one.
Little inside information. I sent all the logos to Gary, because I made all these damn logos for everybody, pretty much.
Oh.
Yep.
I did send the logos. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of a trip, seeing it blinks here and then blinks there and then blinks there and then blinks there.
Oh, it's like a Doctor Who episode.
Ooh, a little portal.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Buck says, "I just realized modeling must be why you quit. We couldn't afford it anymore." Yep.
Buck, you are not half wrong there.
He had to make a decision. He had to make a choice. Do I model or do I smoke weed?
Well, it's, do I want more part works or smoke weed? And yeah. I walk back into the room and all I hear is spreading crap all over the walls. Kind of like watching ER, yeah. And you got to hear a little bit of the interaction between Kat and I as we were trying to figure out what we were doing. So which addiction do I feed? Exactly, Buck. Well, and there's also just like, I have obviously no moral qualms with it, right? It wasn't a moral decision. It wasn't anything, but it came down to two things. It was a financial decision, number two, and number one, it was for my health. I didn't feel like I was processing my emotions properly. I was definitely using weed as a coping mechanism. I just thought I was getting high, but I was actually just like hiding from all of my issues and all of the stress that I was going through over the last couple months, like with trying to get this model to Wonderfest and all that, all the rest of it. Like, I just wasn't processing properly, so I had to quit. But there is many benefits. I was spending a lot of money. I was smoking for a very, very long time. So I had to kind of save some money. So that's what it is. And it was, I miss it sometimes, but I can tell you now that it's been about a month. Eric, I don't even know how to respond to that. That's fantastic. Yeah, no, just for me, like, I wanted to be able to just be healthier and happier. And now that it's been a month, I can say that I may not be happier, but I definitely am a little healthier because of it. So, yeah.
Are you going to pull an Andrew and put your face right in front of the camera? Or a Buck? There you go.
Or I could actually just have one of these cameras.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's the window I looked at you out of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sitting right in the middle of the screen for whatever reason. I have no idea why. And look at the color gradient here. So this one looks better color than this one. I don't
Well,
know.
they might be both white, but you do have red lights in your room, so
I do. I've
pretty
got
cast light on that wall.
it's very true, and I've got all sorts of LEDs all over the place. So, what, weed for company? Nobody does that. Exactly, Donnie. Yes. Take my face off the screen. Thank you. Broke the button, Buck. That's funny. Yeah, it's still daylight here. It is currently 7 o'clock. We're going to be hitting darkness here soon, actually. Although it is currently, we're in a weird heat advisory, so it is currently 94 degrees out right now. And my pits are sweating. That's all I got to say about that.
Your pets? Your pets or your pits?
Pits.
No.
But my pets, maybe, possibly.
Pit stain Jordan?
No, ew. I don't resemble that comment.
That goes
All right,
right
guys. Well, I'm going to turn you guys loose. Todd, thank you as always. I really appreciate you coming in and helping. And you definitely kept me moving today because I was struggling there in the beginning. So, so thank you. And Rebecca, great to talk to you as always.
Say bye.
Oh, thank you. Bye.
Bye. And for the rest of you guys that are still hanging around, so Ken and Dash and Buck and Donnie and Eric, and I saw Paul in there. Chase was around. Dawn. Thank you guys. As always, I can always count on you guys to watch, and I definitely appreciate it. Oh my God, Paul. Get to sleep, my friend. But otherwise, thank you. I'll go ahead and go through my little spiel here at the end. I've thought about trying to create like a little outro for streaming, but I'm not that creative. It took forever to create the one that I do. So I just want to say thank you. I know that there was a million things y'all could have done today, and instead you spent 2.5 hours watching me burn myself. And I think that's pretty damn cool. If you guys have any questions or comments, tips, tricks, please leave them down below. If you'd like to support the channel, please like and subscribe. And my friends, until we see each other again, I hope you all have a wonderful evening in this beautiful world where we happen to be. And just remember that 2 men and 1 woman can make a difference. Good night, everybody.